Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg, and it is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. I'm Jeremy Crosby. I hope you had a wonderful day out there. When the sun is shining and it's warm, I don't think it gets any better than that. Consider everything that's happened the last couple of months. It just feels right to have some nice weather here coming into the weekend for Memorial Day. As we get into the Memorial Day weekend, we've got a lot to talk about before we get there. I know it's a couple days away. Pump the brakes. Maybe you're packed up and ready to go, but we got to get through the shows here, a couple more days of shows, and then you can go out, okay? So, Andrew, stick around, buddy. We got more to come here on TF. We'll get you updated on your headlines here in just a little bit of time. Plus, we got the Fitchburg Road Construction update for you. We'll check in and see where the projects are at. Bill's super busy this week, so I'm going to handle the duties. We'll see what happens. Fingers are crossed, folks. Hopefully Bill's not watching. All right, Hy-Vee dietitian Andrea is here. She'll talk about smart shopping as you plan ahead to head out to the stores, which they're saying, more like instead of just going in and trying to pick out a meal for the night, try to plan ahead. And it can be smart for a lot of different reasons, not just during this time, but for meal planning and more. So we'll check in here with that in a little bit as well. But first, we turn our attention to the news, and we got information in from Parks and Recs this afternoon, an update, if you will. So the Fitchburg Park and Recreation Department will be following the forward Dane phase reopening plan provided by the Public Health of Madison and Dane County. This reopening plan does provide guidance and protocols, rules for opening of park facilities and amenities. These guidelines, protocols, rules will be posted throughout the park system where applicable. So a summary of that here is what you're seeing. And tennis courts will be open by the end of the day today, Wednesday, May 20th. Sunnyside Dog Park there will be open by the end of the day tomorrow. That's the 21st, not 31st, cheapers. Thursday, May 21st. And then disc golf is open at the Nine Springs Golf Course as well. Athletic fields and hoops. Those basketball courts all open to family and household use only. So it's not a gathering place. Rather, if you want to go out with your family and do some stuff, whatever, you can do that with the family, but no organized group can participate. Here's what's not open. So we're still the playgrounds are closed, park bathrooms will be closed, drinking fountains closed, and the splash pad closed. So if you got any questions, check in with Park and Recreation Department, and they will guide you through that. And we'll keep you updated here on Talking Fitchburg on the latest changes and updates from the Parks and Rec. All right, transitioning on to our clerk's department. Reminding you again, My Vote, that's where it's at. Yeah, visit My Vote Wisconsin to update your name, address, information, register to vote, request an absentee ballot, and find out more about where you vote and any other details. Yeah, we want to make sure we share this over and over and over again, get you up to date, and we want you to use absentee voting if you can for the next election coming up in August. And you're like, it's August, Jeremy. It's gonna be, well, get it taken care of now. Let's go, right? Deal with it. All right, we're back with World Bee Day. World Bee Day. Where'd Andrew find this story? Here we go. Open up this. Wisconsin is home to a wide variety of bees. Yeah, not those big ones, though. Thank goodness, right? And play a very important role in everyday lives. How many Wisconsin bees can you identify? Or did you think about the bees this morning while you were drinking a cup of coffee? Or while you were snacking on some almonds, raspberries, apples, cherries, blueberries, or strawberries? Andrew ate all of those today. There are just a few. These are just a few of the many, many crops pollinated by bees. Consider planting for pollinators to help feed the busy bees and keep them fed. For more information on how to keep them, protected and help them survive, Department of Trade Consumer Protection. They got you covered with the latest and greatest information there. Yeah, the bee population has been declining for many years. So if you can do, we can all do our part and help with that growth. If you're like me, though, I run when I see them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I've just been stung enough that I just turn into a sad person when I see a bee. But no worries. Let's get out there. I know I'm going to plant my garden this upcoming weekend, so try to do my part and get some of those plants so they can pollinate all over the place. All right. Verona Area School District Virtual Summer School. Yeah, Virtual Summer School registration is open. Verona Area School District to see what your child can take for this summer. In regards to all virtual, it's a lot of virtual stuff all over the place, right? The Madison School District and Verona School District offering up this summer. So if you are interested, you may have received some information on it, but this is your reminder. Make sure you take care of that. All right, Verona Road Curb and gutter work continues. That's right. Crews continue to pour concrete for the curb and gutter along the interchange ramps at Verona Road, 18151 County PD in Fitchburg. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. They've been posting up a lot of pictures this week. Watch for the road ahead and be alert for crews and equipment near these travel lanes. Also, just went through the Fish Hatchery Road construction. We'll talk about this in a little bit, but they've got curb and gutter going in as well. So both projects moving along very nicely. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. All right, finally, every time this story comes out, if you've watched this show before, you know this guy is one of the people who hit a deer. All right, well, there's a nice truck. Officials with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation and Division of State Patrol are reminding motorists to be extra alert for deer along roadways. Deer activity typically increases during May and June as females search place to give birth and young deer separate from their mothers. Crashes between deer and motor vehicles tend to peak in the fall. However, May and June period is when motorists are most likely to be injured in a deer vehicle crash. Last year in Wisconsin, there was 18,408 reported deer vehicle crashes, resulting in 555 injuries to motorists and 9 fatalities. Of the 9 fatalities, 6 of them were related to motorcyclists. So if you're hitting the road with this nice weather, you got to be careful with that. Counties with higher traffic volumes and deer populations tend to record the most crashes. A county-by-county breakdown indicates Dane County had the most reported deer vehicle crashes in Wisconsin. Woo! It's not one you cheer for. Wisconsin last year with 859, followed by Waukesha, which had 823. And Washington County came in at 758. But we stand out here. That's a lot. So what can you do? Well, you can do this. Slow down, eliminate distractions, and make sure that all your vehicle occupants are buckled up. Motorcycles should wear protective gear, helmet. Deer can be seen at any time, but most likely are in the early morning or evening hours or when you're going to see them moving. If you see one deer cross in front of you, watch for more. They tend to travel in packs, my friends, let me tell you. And if a collision with a deer is unavoidable, brake firmly, stay in your lane, and avoid sudden swerving, which can result in loss of vehicle control and more serious crash. Yeah, if you see a deer, best thing you do is just try to slow down and drive right into it. Unfortunately, if you swerve or something, I've seen a lot of people roll their vehicles or run into other motorists. So let's be cautious and we'll watch for those deer as we head into this Memorial Day weekend and basically through June. All right, coming up next, we open up our digest segment. We're talking about your Fitchburg road construction update next right here on Talking Fitchburg.